So this is the third time I'm attempting this video. As again, this is Grandmaster here. And in this video is kind of an extension of the last one, where it was kind of cut off right at the end when I was talking about the Citadel Finecast. But anyways, yeah. Because my phone ran out of storage, so I just had to go through and delete all my other videos on my phone, still on YouTube, but I deleted them off my phone, deleted a bunch of pictures that I really didn't care about, and so hopefully that will get me through that. I'll just have to delete every video after I'm done uploading it and make sure it's uploaded, because sometimes YouTube doesn't like to upload my videos. Anyways, here, as I showed you in the last video, is my Wolf Lord conversion that I'm doing for a friend. Very choppy right now, not near complete. You can see, if it will focus, that I have many areas, obviously right there, that need to be green stuffed. Now, if you're wondering, this head, yes, it's too big for this pelt, it would look funny. This is going to be separate. This is going to be like its own little thing, separate from the pelt itself. That is why I added this other head. The other head is there to show you, yes, this is the head for this pelt. This is just separate. This is the arm that's coming over from here, and it's going to be connecting here, and then there will be I'll green stuff the rest of this belt going around, and I'll probably tuck, if I can turn it, tuck in there. And as you can see, I have two magnets. These magnets are both at opposite, these magnets are at opposite poles. So this one is would be south north and then north south. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but you get the picture. And then these ones are both at the same pole, so they have the same pole on top. And I don't think they were, yeah, I didn't have the magnets in there in the first video. So this is about a few hours after I did that last video, my painting challenge video. This is going to be called Wolf Lord conversion, because it's not talking about that. Anyway, but I will put the link in the description, because that is an awesome thing, and whoever's watching this, if you're not part of it, go be part of it, because it's awesome. So here we have wolf claws. I called them thunder claws in the last video. They connect there. The pin is just there to kind of give it a little bit more sturdiness, and it goes in there like that. And obviously you see that huge open area that will be all green stuffed up. And yep, so that's that. I think I'm actually gonna probably cut off the magnet, dig it deeper so that it even goes in farther, because it looks like it's coming out a little too far there, but it's pretty good. And this one goes in behind here, and it glues to the, it magnetizes to the bottom magnet. It can't magnetize the top one because it's, like I said, an opposite pole. And then it looks like that, and that's the pose. If you didn't see the last video, this is Arjac Rockfist, which, like I said, is one of my favorite sculpts that GW has. And as you can see, this area is very weird as it stands now, because this part is very open, and I will green stuff that, and then I will also green stuff a little wolf pelt, kind of fur hanging down through here, because, not like straight down, but kind of, I don't know exactly how it will go, but there'll be something. Either, you know what, actually I'll probably do? I'll actually green stuff it as if it's coming off of the shoulder itself, kind of cascading in like that. That will probably be a better idea, because each individual arm will have a separate position, so it won't fit in right to every single arm. So here's this arm options. You have the dual wolf claws, and then for another option you can take, well, you can mix match these, but these are just kind of how I'm going to show them in the video. You take power sword or just power weapon and storm bolter, and this is probably my favorite pose. It's so different. I have Never seen a guy pose like this, so I really enjoy it. As you can see, again, I've just pinned that, glued it. I'm going to green stuff it, and then this arm fits in really nicely to that. It fits in really well. Obviously the head's hanging way over. I will green stuff something in there on top of the shoulder to make it bigger. And this arm right here has the best bond. It does wiggle, but honestly, it stays. Both these arms stay on pretty good. I mean, I can really shake it, and they don't pop off. If you're wondering what I did on the sword, this is a granite sword. I carved off, as you can see, I carved off these, and I will clean it all up. It's not done yet. I'll clean it all. I carved it all off. If you want to see the original swords, I have one here. It's pretty much the idea of it. And then I cut a flat part on the sword along the blade at the very tip. So from about here to here, I carved it flat, and then I put just a piece of plastic card, square, and then I clipped it the way I wanted it, and because I wanted that shape, and because I was looking at like Celtic kind of weaponry, and they had some funny shapes kind of like that. And so I wanted to do something like that Celtic, because obviously these guys are like Celtic warriors or whatnot. And so they're really cool. Anyways, so that arm option, tell me what you think, because I really like this one the most, but we'll see what you think, because the next one's pretty cool too. So the next one, and this is the final one, you have Thunderhammer Storm Shield. Now, with this one, you could either go like that, which I think is too uniform. I don't know. I don't really like this one either because it looks too high up. I think I'm only going to go with this one, really. Which means that top magnet is kind of inert. And this one leaves a giant gap because there's no shoulder pad on that arm yet. Once again, these are the arms that have the pins. I don't know why these ones don't magnetize as strong, even though like this is a storm shield. It's pretty heavy, and if you see, it's magnetized. And this one magnetizes. Oops, dropped it. This one magnetizes to the top magnet instead of the bottom one like the other ones. You can see there. The other two magnetize to the bottom. And you can see right there how you can see how it's weird, like the inside of the arm. What I'll do is I'll cut that and I'll green stuff it to look like, instead of that part of the arm, it will look like the what do you call that thing? The shoulder it's the shoulder pad part, so it'll go around like that. And the reason why, I could have chopped the whole arm off here and turned it so I didn't have to do all this chopping right here and green stuff that. But the reason why I didn't is because I wanted all of this detailing to stay intact. And if I cut it all up and all that, it would have ruined all that detail, because I've done it before and I wasn't particularly fond of the result. So, and I wanted him to be more open, because the other guys hold the shield like in this area, right in front of their chest, and I wanted him to be more open and wide and just very much more. Or that was a good sentence. No, I wanted him to be more dynamic looking and more threatening. And I hope that I got that across, because it's exactly what I was going for. But again, as I said, my two favorite arms are these ones, because I just realized how weird that looks. I have to change it, because that does look really weird because the way it sits in there. I have to change the way the magnet is because it magnetizes and it goes like that. And the arm sits up really weird. But if it's like that, which is how I originally wanted it to magnetize like that, that doesn't look as weird. Well, what I'll have to do is I'll have to cut literally here. And here's why. Well, I still like that pose. It looks so weird. Because it looks like this part is his torso, like it's still an extension, like his torso actually ends here. Because if you look, the part of the arm that would be coming right out of the torso is right here. It's right on the edge. And that looks weird. I can't see it. Wow. I did not see it before, but now I can't stop seeing it. It just looks weird now. But if it's right here, it doesn't look, the arm positioning doesn't look that bad. That is hilarious. I cannot believe I missed that. The inside looks really weird. There's virtually no shoulder on this guy, except for on the back. Because I want it to do that. It just looks too weird now. And it's because of this. I want to put this because it looks really good there, but then the positioning of the arms are weird. I can angle it down, see how that looks. Also, this pelt back here is really in the way for any good work. I could point it like that. And it looks like he's kind of like climbing up a slope, like, okay, you're next. You're my next target, friend. But I really like that pose where he's just kind of like screaming charge, you know. And it's very dynamic. But it kind of reminds me of orcs. Kind of just like a wog or something, you know. But I'm really aggravated about that now. I'm going to have to fix that tonight. And it's going to take forever probably to get it good the way I want it. And here I am dropping him. But even like this arm, and I had to chop the shoulder pad because it didn't fit didn't fit right. So, but I hope you guys like them. I know I do. And he's all the way out of the picture. And that head came out of these Thunder Wolf Cavalry people, that dudes. That's the kit it came out of, and I haven't glued these guys on. Because it would just make it much easier to paint. And see that? I don't know other way to glue that on him. I want him to have that on him, but I don't know how to glue it on him without it looking really weird. But this guy, I wanted to give him all storm shields and like axes or whatever, and just kind of put the bolters on their side, because you can take it. It doesn't say that the Storm Shield Thunderhammer replaces the bolter in the codex. It doesn't say that. It says you can take, any model can take any weapons out of the melee, which means he can take a Storm Shield and a hammer, or a axe or whatever, and he can also have a bolter or a plasma pistol. So this guy has a bolter, a Storm Shield, and an axe. And this is a Terminator axe. Because I wanted him to be a big one, because the person I'm doing it for wanted it to be Harold Deathwolf. And yes, there's a model out, but he doesn't want to get it right now. He just spent a bunch of money on Stormfang, or whatever the thing is called. And I tried to give them poses that kind of corresponded with the wolf. See, he's pointing towards where the wolf is looking, like they're both looking there, and he's pointing his gun there. And I'm gonna drill a hole there, so don't worry. And it kind of adds a different dynamic to the positioning of the guy, because they're commanding these wolves, they're riding them, and so whatever the wolf is doing is pretty much The only one I didn't really do that was this guy. Yeah. And this is a thunder. This is the storm shield. I didn't want this tiny little storm shield on him, so I put that bigger one. Sorry, the itch. And it was way too big. It was that big. So as you can see, and obviously that's like the Terminator, whatever they're called, like crooks or whatever. I don't even know what they're called, but it's like that Terminator symbol. The reason why I don't know is because I play Grey Knights and they don't have those. So anyways, it has that symbol on it, but I don't really care because I love the shield and I really like how it looks with that part cut off. So that's different. And the positioning of this guy was weird because his whole body and everything was already glued, so I couldn't change it or anything like that. So, but I like the head. I love that head. One of my favorites. And this guy's been sitting here, and I have not addressed him at all. Bjorn, or Bjorn, or I don't even know what other renditions you could say, but I call him Bjorn. I used to call him Bjorn till I walked into a Games Workshop shop and somebody was like, "Oh, you mean Bjorn?" Okay, you know what I meant. Sorry for that. But sometimes, I don't know. After he was manager, that place closed down. So I was not very happy with him, and I could never get friendly with him. I'm not going to say names. I doubt he's watching this, but I'm sorry. I can understand GW manager people wanting to sell items because that's how they keep in business, obviously. I can understand that, and I support that. But I couldn't have a conversation with him talking about what I was doing, and he would say, without him saying, "Oh, did you want more of those?" or "Were you going to buy more of those?" We have a really nice kit coming. It's in stock. I can go grab one. Please, I just want to have a nice conversation. Moving on. Anyways, from ranting. I'm sorry, I won't ever do that again. I do respect those people because I love Games Workshop and I love the shops, but sometimes when they're cramming stuff down your throat, it does not make people happy. Alright, well, I'm going to end there. I've showed you all of the space holes I'm working on currently. I'm going to end with this bad boy. He's super awesome. Tell me what you guys think. Also, tell me about the wolf head, because I'm not sure about it. I mean, I really like it, but then again, there's a part of me that says, okay, it's kind of overwhelming. And tell me about if I should keep both the wolf heads, or if I should lower this one, or any suggestions as to what I should do. Maybe change the position of the head, maybe get another option of weaponry, whatever it is. Let me know. Also, basing for the bases. Let me know what you think I should do on the base. Let me know what you think of the model. Let me know how you like if you like how I magnetized, and you can leave me a comment about ways that I could do it better. Ways I could do it better. I know there's better ways. Maybe leave a link to a video or one of your videos or whatever it may be. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.